Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Tennis sensation Jessica Pegula's $12.7 billion game-changing move before Roland Garros sparks controversy. The tennis world is abuzz with the latest power move by the wealthiest player in the game, Jessica Pegula. With a staggering $7.7 billion fortune to her name, the World No.3 is not just dominating on the court but also in the business world. Pegula, known for her triumphs at the ATX Open and Charleston Open, has recently sealed a monumental collaboration worth a jaw-dropping $12.7 billion ahead of the French Open. Breaking barriers and setting new standards, Pegula had joined forces with the prestigious World of Hyatt, becoming a brand ambassador for their luxurious travel experiences. This partnership not only enhances Pegula's portfolio but also promises personal benefits, providing her with a sanctuary to relax and recharge amidst the grueling tennis tours. Speaking about the demanding nature of constant travel, Pegula emphasized the importance of rest and recovery, especially as she advances in age. With Hyatt now handling her accommodation needs, Pegula can focus on delivering her best performance on the court without the added stress of scouting for hotels. As Pegula gears up for her return to the Roland Garros after 2 years, she remains optimistic about her prospects on the clay court. Despite facing challenges in recent clay court events, Pegula is determined to tap into her past successes at the French Open, aiming for a strong comeback and potentially surpassing her previous quarterfinal finish. With an eye on fine-tuning her form, Pegula has strategically added the Strasbourg event to her schedule to gain confidence and momentum leading up to the prestigious Roland Garros. Fans and critics alike await Pegula's performance at the 2025 French Open, eager to witness her unwavering determination and competitive spirit on full display. Chapter 1. The serve heard around the world. Paris was buzzing, not from the usual pre-Roland Garros rituals, but from a news alert that hit tennis feeds like a surprise ace. Jessica Pegula acquires majority stake in global streaming tech company SportsInc in $12.7 billion landmark deal. It wasn't just business, it was seismic. Pegula, World No.4, and often seen as the most understated star on the WTA Tour, had just made a move so big, so bold, that even Wall Street paused to watch. Not an endorsement, not a partnership. Ownership, power, legacy, and with it, controversy. Chapter 2. Who is Jessica Pegula? Really? To casual fans, Jessica Pegula might still seem like the quietly dominant American tennis player with consistent Grand Slam runs and a rock-solid baseline game. To those paying closer attention, she's much more. A businesswoman, a philanthropist, the daughter of Buffalo Bills and Sabres owners Kim and Terry Pegula, and now a tech mogul in her own right. But Jessica has never coasted on her family's wealth. She's built her career point by point and quietly developed an eye for tech and media investments over the past 5 years. SportsInc, the crown jewel of her portfolio, is a live streaming platform powered by AI, offering hyper-personalized sports feeds with zero latency. The platform already had NBA and Formula One pilot deals. Now, under Pegula's leadership, it was reportedly eyeing exclusive rights to stream WTA events, starting as early as next season. Chapter 3. Why $12.7 billion? The figure raised eyebrows immediately. $12.7 billion. That's more than the valuation of some major sports leagues. Critics claimed it was overreaching, irrational. But Pegula wasn't simply buying tech. She was buying control and reshaping the way fans experience tennis. SportsInc promised real-time match personalization, choose angles, audio feeds, and even custom player stats. Seamless wagering and fantasy integration. A pause-and-play function for live events, without spoilers. Direct-to-consumer options that cut out traditional broadcasters. We're not just streaming tennis, Pegula said at her surprise press conference. We're reimagining how tennis is watched. Chapter 4. The backlash begins. Within hours, the fallout began. Broadcasters who had shelled out millions for multi-year tennis rights were furious. An anonymous executive at a major network was quoted saying, "She's trying to privatize the future of the sport she plays in. That's a conflict if I've ever seen one." Some WTA players quietly expressed concern. Would Pegula's involvement compromise fairness? Would her business interests influence tournament coverage or exposure? Even fans were divided. Reddit exploded with threads debating the ethics of a current top 5 player holding broadcasting power. Was she innovating or overreaching? One tweet, which went viral, said, Chapter 5. The legend speaks. 3 days after the announcement, Serena Williams weighed in. In a rare interview with CNBC Women in Power, Serena said, "Look, I admire the move. It's generational wealth becoming generational influence. That's the future. But with power comes a new kind of responsibility. Jess has always played fair on the court. Let's see how she handles this." It was the comment heard around the world, part endorsement, part challenge. And it struck a chord with Pegula, who reportedly sent Serena a private message that simply said, "Let's meet after Paris." Chapter 6. Roland Garros. Tennis meets turbulence. Pegula arrived in Paris, not just with rackets, but with security, legal advisors, and a small film crew from the Wall Street Journal. In the locker room, the energy was tense. Not hostile, but uncertain. Reporters followed her every step. Her warm-ups were dissected. Her first-round match? Packed. Not just because of her tennis, but because of what she now represented. A player-turned-architect of tennis' digital future. She won her first 2 matches handily. But when asked about the SportsSync backlash, she kept her responses short. "I know what I'm building. I know why. That's enough for now." Chapter 7. The real goal. Privately, insiders close to Pegula revealed her deeper intention: to create a revenue-sharing model where players earn royalties from their match streams, analytics, and even biometric performance data. To decentralize tennis media control from a handful of corporate gatekeepers. To launch a female-led tech movement in pro sports, starting with tennis, but expanding into golf, soccer, and esports. "She's not trying to own the game," said her SportsSync CTO. "She's trying to make sure players do." This wasn't a vanity project. It was a rebellion in disguise. Chapter 8. The turning point. The round of 16. In her 4th-round match against Ons Jabeur, the crowd wasn't just watching tennis. They were watching history in real time. Pegula's opponent took the first set. Then something strange happened. A mid-match delay occurred due to a streaming glitch on one of the trial SportsSync feeds. Social media pounced. Is Pegula's company causing match delays? It wasn't true. Organizers confirmed it was a court tech issue unrelated to her. But the damage was done. She lost the match in 3 close sets. Afterward, Pegula skipped the usual press room. Instead, she walked straight into a studio set up behind court Philip Chatrier for a SportsSync exclusive interview. It was real-time PR, and her message was clear. "I didn't come to disrupt tennis. I came to modernize it. If that's uncomfortable, it means we're on the right path." Chapter 9. From player to platform. Back in the US, The Atlantic ran a bold headline: Jessica Pegula, the first player who became a platform. Tennis players have launched brands. They've started foundations. They've endorsed watches and drinks. But Pegula had launched an entire ecosystem. SportsSync began signing deals with regional tennis federations. The ATP reportedly requested a meeting. Billie Jean King publicly endorsed the idea, calling it the smartest play since open-era tennis began. And suddenly, the criticism began to quiet. Chapter 10. The future of the game. 1 month after Roland Garros, Pegula flew to Tokyo for a special presentation at the International Sports Innovation Forum. She wasn't introduced as a tennis player. She was introduced as Jessica Pegula, CEO of the world's first athlete-led sports media tech unicorn. She announced a new initiative, the Pegula Performance Equity Program, which would allow junior players from underrepresented regions to monetize their matches and training content directly through SportsSync, earning income and exposure as early as 14 years old. The crowd gave her a standing ovation. And with that, a new kind of Grand Slam was won. Not with spin or speed, but with vision. Epilogue. More than a match. Jessica Pegula didn't lift the Roland Garros trophy that year. But she lifted something else. Something rarer. She forced tennis to reckon with the future. She sparked debate about fairness, power, and progress. She dared to step into the storm while still dressed in tennis whites, knowing full well what it could cost. And in doing so, she may have won the only kind of match that truly lasts. The match for control of your own narrative.